What is up, guys? Intricate Explorer here today, and we're at a little place called the Hoh, spelled H-A-O. Oh, I spelled that wrong. H-O-H. Rainforest in Washington. We're here a little bit earlier. We're here at around, God, my fucking watch is not working.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. This vlog is starting off great. And yeah, the light is just starting to peek through, just a teeny tiny bit. Little nitwits of light are popping through, so let's go get that before all the people show up. So whenever you're doing forest photography, what I like to do is I like to look at it as a nature's photo gallery. So they're shining the light, these spotlights, on these little pocket scenes that are happening around you. And all you gotta do is look for those scenes and photograph them. It's basically telling you exactly what to shoot. So it's really not that complicated. You just have to look at what is being showed to you. And if you try to resist that, then it makes the photography way more difficult than it needs to be. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and break down this first composition we have here for you. So the thing I'm liking most about this scene is this branch right here that's coming down that almost looks like a hand. It just looks like this creepy hand just hanging down through the trees. And if I get it from this angle, I could frame it right between these two branches right here. The cool thing is we got the sun up here, but it's not too bright because it's just coming from those little tiny leaves up there, just peeking through this nice orangish glow. And then we got this foreground of ferns down here. So I'm probably gonna end up cropping out these side trees. We will see, but I really want to just be like simple, like these two trees, the sun, and then this creepy ass hand that's gonna be centered as the main subject of the shot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take two shots. I'm gonna do one to expose and make sure I get all the detail of these trees, then a second one just to make sure I don't blow out those highlights right there, and then I'm probably just gonna exposure blend the two and just make it so that area is not too blown out. Check the shot out.
Okay. Is that like, so I was actually thinking about like investing in like a mutual fund or something like that. I don't know too much about it, honestly, but like
Haley's learning about how to invest in her retirement funds in the Hoh Rainforest right now. I think the weirdest thing about walking through the rainforest is all the different smells that come up. Like you'll walk through one passageway and you'll smell this weird thing you've just never smelled before, and then a few feet later you'll smell something else, and it just keeps going. But there's really no way to describe that through video. I really wish you could put like smell into a video and it would just like squirt out of your screen into your face. I always swear that one of these shoots I'm gonna find a 4-leaf clover to get a photo of, but I never do. They're so fucking hard to find.
Well, that's why they are lucky.
All right, so here's a little composition we got here. So I'm really liking the way this maple leaf, I think that's a maple leaf, is yellow and contrasting to all this green environment here. Now we have two lines right here that lead to it. We have this maple moss covered branch right here. We also have this twig right here in the foreground that's out of focus. The cool thing is they both run parallel to each other, so you get that symbolism there, and then you also have it going down the side over here, which helps frame that leaf right in the center there. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot of this in focus and that in focus, and then I'm gonna pick between which one looks better. I'm also gonna try out a focus stack too to see if they look good with them both in focus, but I'm probably just gonna keep it like this because I think this is the best way to approach this scene. Check this shot out. All right, y'all, so we just finished the Hoh Rainforest, or not the Hoh Rainforest, the Hall of Mosses, and we're gonna do the Hoh Trail right now, which is actually a 17-mile long trail, one way. We're probably only gonna do a couple miles of it though, just to get a little bit of more of a taste of the Hoh Rainforest instead of just the Hall of Mosses. So let's kick to it. All right, so we're about 10 minutes into this hike right now, and I'm already starting to see the major change in dynamic range that we're having to deal with here. Now that the sun is starting to get higher in the sky, the contrast between the forest and the harsh light coming through is much, much harder. So we're either gonna have to start working with some bracketing or look for places where the lighting is a lot softer in the shots. See how bright that's looking right now? It's not exactly moody, it's just very, very blown out. This massive tree collapsed right in the middle of the trail, and they're having to cut it down right now with a chainsaw.
Thank you, sir. How long did it take you to get through? I don't know, 10, 15 minutes maybe? Well, we've been here for a while, but to get to that point. Yeah.
All right, so we're starting to get closer to the end destination here. It is about, I want to say like 0.2 miles away. But apparently there's a waterfall, which is the reason we came here. It's called Mineral Creek Falls. And I don't think it's supposed to be like this huge epic waterfall, but I wanted to get at least one shot of a waterfall in a rainforest. It just seems like you have to do that. All right, so we found the waterfall. As you can see, it's way up there. So we're gonna go through these shrubbery a little bit and see if we can get a little bit closer to it. All right, so I think we found that spot. That seems to be the best spot here, except for only one problem. I just realized I completely forgot my ND filter, which means there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to shoot this because it's so bright out right now. So I may just have to enjoy the scenery. Unless Haley's ND filter happens to fit mine, but I'm not sure if it's going to.
What? Is this the one time I remembered an ND filter? You didn't?
Yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do to circumnavigate this is I'm gonna focus on these much smaller waterfalls that are going down the big waterfall. Obviously, like I said, it's too blown out at the top for me to not take a photo with an ND filter on, but it is still dark enough down here under the tree cover that I could get something smaller and take a long exposure without necessarily needing an ND filter. So now we just gotta find the perfect small waterfall. So as you can see, we have all these waterfalls to pick from here. It's literally noon right now, guys. We've been shooting for exactly 5 hours now, and I am toasted. And by that, I mean I am starving. So we're gonna hustle back to our Vanagon, cook up some grub. All right, guys, sponsor of today's video is Flamin' Hot Mac and Cheese.
You're gonna get in trouble for saying that.
That is literally exactly what you would expect that to taste like. No, it's actually really fucking good. If I ever do become famous on YouTube, I want to be sponsored by like Taco Bell and Krispy Kreme and shit. I don't want to be sponsored by fucking Cliff Bar and, you know, all that healthy ass shit. Let's do it the real way.